Shalom, das sagt Sauerkal from GM's Germany with a new lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor and the water to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, KABAD. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Millstone who told us the truth, peace and blessings and salutations to elect in the four corners of the earth. So this will be about basically not a harsh lockdown in Germany. Okay, just to inform the brothers out there in the world. So I do it in English now, and your hearts are going to be edifying, man. So we're going to go into this article and then some precepts. I give my 2 cents into it, through the spirit. But it says, non-essential services shut, no drinking in public, and no fireworks. Germany rolls out tougher C-19 rules, and that's true. Because basically you see, like it says in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and chapter 12 verse 3, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. So the workers are ceasing because they are few. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. So normally when you look out of the windows you see light, but they'll be darkened, so no hope. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. See, the doors shall be shut in the streets. So the businesses are closing. And that's what you're seeing again here in Germany. So basically they're talking about what is it called, the second lockdown, or there was implemented second lockdown already. We only were allowed to basically gather together with another person, up to 5 persons, but from 2 different households. For example, I'm meeting with another brother, only with him and 3 members of his family, and I'm only allowed to bring another member from my family, so that we all together 5 from 2 different households. And basically they had a mask mandates in public places, like we talked to the camp, and we saw 2 days ago in camp also, because today is the 13th, where the camp was 11 on the Friday, today is Sunday, and Shabbat Shalom, Yahawah, KADASH, BARAK. But yeah, basically they had mask mandates in public places, heavy crowded public place where the what is it called? Let me just go to it real quick, man. Let me just go to it real quick. Let me show you. Like for example, in the crowded place that we're teaching, because it's basically one of the what is it called? One of the most public, or I would say most famous place in Germany. I don't know. Frankfurt is called. But yeah, you see right here, this is why we got the bandanas around our neck, like you see YAHAWAH up here. The head of the camp, YAHAWAH up here with the bandana around the neck. That we went, because we got the mask mandate on there. But you see few and few basically police force out there, but still you feel the vibration of basically death out there. No MRF out there. The MRF is dead already, And now the non-essential business like is closed doors and everything shut down again. And the thing is, no drinking in public, so even they say no alcohol in the streets anymore, And even the wonderful fireworks what they have for the worship of the genus of the false god is shut down too, You see, basically they're taking all the mirth and all the joy from these people. The bread and circus is completely done. The bread, you're not even allowed to go to restaurants anymore. You're only allowed to take away or order to your home, because they even say they want to isolate you in your home. This is what they want to do. This is what they want you to do. They want to completely isolate you at home. They want to completely, basically, isolate you from all things around you. That you complete desperate. And then you got the final, what is it called? What she said, Angela Merkel. We got the light at the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel, which is the vaccine. This is what they want for you. They want you to have all the hope in Esau, But going back to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, which is right now, grinding is low, working is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's happening right now too, because all concerts, all music is done. It's basically done. All concerts where all the people, all these whores, and so on and so forth, all these 2/3 niggas was going to and having their mirth is done, We're going down. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has ordered tougher C-19 restrictions after the existing measures failed to stop the spread of infection. What they said is also this lockdown, what they had before they came today with the new rules, is the basically the wave break. They call the wave break to break the second wave. But you see, man, this is just all ESO's plans to really make these people desperate to have the solution, which is this vaccine, man, which is ultimately leading to the RFID. Okay, because they're talking about already, they want to have the contact tracing again. And what is the better way to basically trace somebody with a chip in their body? Because you can't avoid it. They can track you everywhere you are, and with whoever who and with whosoever you're in contact with, you know. But going back to the article, the new rules will take effect on this December 16th and will last until January 10th. This is not, it's not 100% accurate, because they said this devil right here, he's damn devil, Markus Söder, said if it will go down, they will have it to the 10th. If not, it's going to prolong or even go harsher. All non-essential shops and services like hair salons, what he said before, we need to have it because people need haircuts, so on and so forth, will be shuttered. Schools, and that's the thing, schools are urged to send students home and continue lessons online, while employers are asked to allow workers to work remotely. So basically, you see the schools are shutting down, kindergartens are shutting down, all these things are shutting down to the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. And this country won't survive a second lockdown. It won't. Because he's talking about they're going to give the people 500,000, the small business 500,000 again, 500,000 euros again, which is basically the destruction of this country. Because they're already in debt and just making the debt wider and wider and wider. And there you see, this is another way to push the mark of the beast, which is the RFID. Why? Because we thought, it's just speaking out loud, but they can make it also be like, yeah, you all have debts, right? When you take this chip, all your debts is gone. See? So pushing the people all in every which way you can think of to take this chip, you know. Gone. Daycare centers will also close. See, so what people gonna do that have a child in daycare all day, from morning to evening, because working all day? But parents will be able to take paid holidays in order to look after the children. See, paid holidays. So this goes already the whole month. So I'm gonna take my whole vacation for the whole year, which Dev is giving me to look after my child. People will be banned from drinking alcohol in public and buying fireworks for New Year's Eve. It even should be said before, because they're talking about this, a little bit confusion, because they're talking about before New Year's Eve you're not allowed to buy. So what they're saying basically, you're allowed to do it on New Year's Eve. We are forced to act and are acting now, Merkel told reporters, explaining that the existing measures were not enough. So isolating the people, not allowing them to go anywhere, mandating to mask, is not enough. Given them basically also my state and also the brother Jakob state in Bavaria, where this devil is ruling, supposed ruling, they had to basically stay at home from 2100 to 5 in the morning. Man, you're only allowed to basically go out. What they want you to anyways do, Salakia, is to only go out when you really need it, to work or to grocery shop, and that's it. This is what they want you to do. That's it, the only two things. Basically working and basically refilling the energy that you can work again. Be robots, man. The health system is under heavy strain, and our aim has always been to avoid an overloading of the health care system. Finance Minister Olaf Scholz, which is this cracker right here, I think, promised that affected businesses would get up to 500,000 euros, $605,000 in state aid. And this is insane, because they even said, both of them said, we can't do this all the time. We can't basically help the business the whole time. See? Showing you which state Germany is, showing you which state the whole world is. The whole world is in debt. All people have to go home, can't work, but they still get paid. How? With pseudo money, man. You know, fiat currency, man. Like the elders always say. Gone. Germans have been living under a partial lockdown, national lockdown, and it was widely expected that tougher restrictions would be announced. Okay, even here, German anti-lockdown protest group placed under observation by intelligence services, and that's true because, like you see here, like in basically high poles, like they had right at camp. When you go to the third part of our camp video, you hear us speaking about it. Basically, they have got surveillance cameras now set up, man, and in one of the most popular places in the city that we teach, Frankfurt, man, you know, and they're showing you which state we in, man. They're pushing everything to this new world order, man. Officials previously agreed to allow some so lucky, let me look up this word, the pronunciation. Give me a second, so lucky. Leniency, and it says the fact of quality of being more merciful or tolerant than expected. See, so the fact, so normally it should be even harsher, they say. Beautiful. And it says during the festive season. But regional leaders later called for an urgent summit in order to persuade Merkel to adopt stricter rules in the weeks leading up to Christmas. See, Christ's Mass, you know, the Nimrod holiday, which is the fourth holiday which we so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans shouldn't, which are the true Hebrew Israelites shouldn't take part in, because this is basically a festival of deceiving, to worship fertility, worship basically Nimrod's penis, worship Nimrod, you know, the head of Bavaria, Markus Söder, or just this devil. When he comes to power, man, Germany's done, because she's about to retire, if I'm so right, and she wants him as basically follower, as the next in office, but he's done. But when he's come out, the measure's gonna be without mercy. They're talking about it like here, right? Leniency. Let me look it up again. Let me hear it again. Leniency. Talking about leniency, you know. This is gonna be done. The head of Bavaria, Markus Söder, said that Germany would quickly become the problem child of all Europe unless urgent steps are taken against C19. Under the new rules, close family members will still be permitted to celebrate together from the December 24th to 26th. The number of new C19 cases hit a record for a second day in a row in Germany, when 29,875 new infections were reported by the Robert Koch Institute on Friday. See, and that's the thing. So they're saying these cases out of nowhere skyrocketing, are too many, too much, so on and so forth. Every day doubling from the week before. The daily death toll nearly topped 600 on Friday, just days after Merkel delivered an impassioned speech in Parliament, saying that 500 deaths per day in Germany was the price too high to be paid alone. Christmas shopping. And that's the funny thing is, all around the world people are dying day in day out, and now you're crying because 500 people dying, but you basically supporting the wars of around the four corners of the world. This showing you these Edomites are fucking devils, man. How often basically weapons found in wars all over the world from Germany, you know. At the same time, doctors and nurses been telling German media that hospitals were in the verge of collapse due to the renewed influx of people with severe C19 symptoms. And that's why I remember in the basically report that I gave, or the press conference that I gave, that he was saying the hospitals, or one of them was saying the hospitals was urging us to please stop the New Year's Eve fireworks sell, or basically the selling of the New Year's Eve firework, because they had so many severe injuries on New Year's Eve because of this fireworks. And now with the C19 we're gonna be done. Basically we have areas where the ICU capacity just has left 5 to 10% of open beds. That's not enough to cover the broad range of severely ill patients. Uwe Jasensens, Salakia. the head or of the German Association of Clinical Care and Emergency Medicine (DIVI) told Deutsche Welle. Okay, so you see what's happening in Germany, shutting down non-essential businesses, schools shut down too, because they even basically pulled let the vacation come earlier. They want the vacation already coming in the 16th of December. And you see a time never seen before to spring off YAHAWASHI. You know, we got the whole Germany on lockdown again. But going to Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, and it says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, Israel is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that it is but a short time." So he comes down with his draconian measures, because he sees all the signs of the end, man. We got the signs of the end everywhere. We have mass chariot signs, we have the prophecy come to pass, and this, what happened right now, is just part of prophecy, you know. But going to Isaiah 24th chapter and verse, straight to the point, verse 6, the new, oh, let me start it. Yeah, let me start verse 7, so okay. The new wine mourneth, the vine languishes, the merry-hearted do sigh. See, so basically all the mirth, all the joy, because when you're in wine, you mirth, like it says in Proverbs, roughly paraphrase, let me look it up. Drink. Joy, I think something to this effect. No, I can't think of the precept. I know it's in the book of Proverbs, but I can't think of the exact word of the precept, so lucky, forgive me for that. But something to the effect that we shouldn't drink when we're basically mourning. So basically you see, basically earth languishing, you see everybody's languishing. The mirth of terror ceases, see, so the mirth for the joy of terror, sort of the music is ceasing. The noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceases, so all the joy is gone out of the world. They shall not drink wine with a song, see, and happiness, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, see. So they're gonna drink it out of bitterness, not out of joy, because normally you have partying, they go partying. The partying is done. It's done. There's people still partying though. I remember when the lockdown kicked in March. I remember Jay from the World Didn't Know. He said, like, yeah, man, you know, we're gonna go to the party right now, so and so. I was like, oh, go ahead then, man. Verse 10: the city of confusion broke down. So the city of confusion is talking ultimately about America, but we live in the extinction of this beast, and we're seeing that this city of confusion, this confusion of that America's putting upon this world, this system of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. See, and that's what we're seeing right now. There's a crying of wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. So the joy is gone away. The mirth is of the land is gone, so the happiness of the land is gone. Let's look up real quick the word mirth, and then we'll go to Revelation 13th chapter, then we close out YAHAWAH. Mirth, joy, pleasure, eternal bliss. See, even salvation. See even the hope of salvation is out of this world, but we got the hope of salvation in us through the spring of YAHAWAH. And the new salvation is gonna be the end of the tunnel, the max scene, which is gonna kill their asses, man. Got people in basically what is it called again? In palsy. Let me look up palsy real quick. Palsy. Definition. Palsy, so like I wrote it wrong. Yeah. See, palsy is a medical term which refers to various types of paralysis, often accompanied by weakness and the loss of feeling and uncontrolled body movements, such as shaking. See, so they got palsy in the face. Let me look at palsy. Face. Palsy in the face. So like, yeah. See, so you can move it anymore. And this is what happened to people that they trust in Esau. They trust in Esau. and it's witchcraft. Let's go real quick to Revelation 13:11, and behold another beast come up out of the earth. It's talking about basically the Roman Empire revived and they were living in, and had two horns like a lamb, so was come humble and harmless as a lamb, and spake as a dragon. And spake as a dragon goes back to the draconian laws with the harsh laws without mercy, and that's what they have right now. Because I saw in a video from the brother from the Mississippi camp, there was a female going from America, I think, was it? They wanted to fly somewhere. Yeah, it was in America. They wanted to fly somewhere, and the 2-year-old child didn't want to put a mask on her face. They was not allowed to fly and was banned from the aircraft, basically from the airline. That's showing you, man, which time we living in. The Supreme Power of YAHAWAH. But yeah, and then this in Matthew 24:12, and it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's what we're seeing right now. The love of many shall wax cold. So the compassion that they had to each other is waxing cold, because I see more and more. These people are grumpy. The people are in anguish. The people are in wrath. They are fed up with this place, man. I see it more and more, and the grocery stores, you see it, because they got nothing anymore. And then this why they do it like that. They want the people to be in anguish and fear and wrath, and then they got the solution, the vaccine, ultimately the chip. Let's go real quick to that. Revelation chapter 13:16, it says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark on the right hand or forehead. The mark represents the RFID chip, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the numbers of his name. And the thing is, so you won't be able to buy or sell, you won't be able to work, you won't be able to be part of this matrix of society anymore, except you have the mark of the beast, which is the sign of bowing down to Esau, which is a sign of being allegiant with Esau. Okay, he is wisdom, let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for this number of a man, and this number 603 score on 6, and the score is 20, so 3 score is 60, so 666 is number, is vibration they got on every barcode, and that's the thing. So you see, YAHAWASHI brings this place to fall, man. But basically, the second lockdown in Germany, the Supreme Power of YAHAWASHI, but it's what I have, RAWCHAA, the Supreme Power, mercy and grace of YAHAWASHI, KABAD, what is lesson edifying to the elect. HALALYAM, HAWAD, KABAD, THAWADAH, AHBANAWA, YAHAWASHI, BARAK, HAWAD, KADASH, YAHAWASHI, BARAK, to the elect, RAWCHAA, to the next time, Shalom.